Hey guys, what's going on today? Well, about 4 hours ago or 5 hours ago, I just got back from somewhere and it was really quick and it was really depressing too. And I hope I get to do it again soon to make up for it. Now, yesterday I went somewhere too as well. So I went two places actually. I went one place yesterday and now I went to another place today. Yesterday I went down to Martins Ferry and I went to East Ohio Hospital. I went to the Martins Ferry Recreational Center. I went to the Carolina Furniture Store, and then I went to his apartment building too. And then I went down to Wilson's Furniture Store, and then I stopped in Yorkville on the way home. So here are some photos I took yesterday, and I'll explain what happened today too. This is a Dover. I noticed what Dover controls on it. It's like that one down at Belmont Community Hospital in Bel Air, that Capitol elevator. This is still the same actually in December of 2018. I don't think they're ever going to do anything to this thing right here. They probably don't have enough money to do anything to these elevators. They already did two elevators about 15 years ago, the two bus elevators, and then they added the other one on. This is a 1966 Otis AC, basement machine AC. I'll open up my chat window. I don't really want to show my face. I'm really depressed. I'm sorry if I'm so depressed right now, guys, but I'm going to fight to show you guys what I did yesterday and today. There's no other Otis. No Otis plate here on the rear side. And I forgot to take a picture of the rear door, but who cares? This is looking at the shaft on the central elevator. It's a 1966 a two-speed AC, I think. I'd have to ask the Otis technician what it is. I'm not quite sure, though. I figured that I'd do the live show now because I don't think anybody would join later. Here's the corner elevator. This is a Dover with Dover controls on it. It's pretty old. My hands still smell like fried chicken. Where I went today smelled like fried chicken. This thing is this central elevator. I mean, this east elevator is 100. Like it's original. I'll say it is original, but the thing about it is when they installed it in 1959, I think it was. I'll be right back. So the east elevator was installed in 1959, and they did some mod on it in like 1984 or something. I'd say. Oops. I hope that the camera's still on the chat page. Because I'm kind of undressed right now. It'd be really bad if you guys saw me undressed. If you checked the High Valley elevators already, you probably saw where I went today. I'll explain that here in a second what happened today. Short phone though. These are old stuff. hope people join because I want to share all about my day yesterday. I mean, today was kind of a really sad day for me. I had a plan, but you guys probably know where I went today, and I'll explain where I went today too, what happened. Come on. This is at 196%. That's good. I'm just gonna leave my phone right here, I guess. Hey, Gage. Well, anyways, Gage. So I'll tell you about what happened yesterday and today. So right now we're looking at an elevator from 1959 that has Dover controls on it. And this elevator right here at East Ohio Regional Hospital, Martins Ferry. Shepard Warner is a company from Cincinnati. That's about 4 hours from here. They installed this elevator in 1959, and then they did some work on it in 1984. The one thing I like about this elevator is that it's mostly original, and it has a really loud traction overhead motor on it. That motor is so freaking effing loud. It's so effing loud you can hear it when the second floor, even though it's all the way up on the roof of the machine. I'll post a video on it sometime on a Ohio Valley elevator, trust me. That's where it's located at, Martins Ferry, East Ohio Regional Hospital. There's the front of it. This is just looking up the shaft. Hey, elevator man. Hey, Gage. Ooh, no, wait, now we have four. I only have four. I don't get it. There were five, and now there's only four. That's strange. Anyways, continuing on. So we have a look up the shaft here of a 1959 Warner at East Ohio Regional Hospital, elevator man. You know where Martins Ferry is, elevator man? You only live about maybe an hour or two from there, I'd say. Here's something original. I think this is the only original elevator in the hospital, 8 South. All right, since elevator man's here, I'll share about my day today, I guess. No, we'll come back to this later. Or what do you guys want to do? Do you guys want me to share about my day yesterday first, and then share about my day today? Or do you guys want me to share about my day today, and then share about my day yesterday later? Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to type it in so that you guys will understand. Okay. All right, here we go. Elevator man wants me to do my day from today. All right, let's see where I went today. Anybody guess where I went today? I'm going to share off my screen so you guys will see where I went. Good morning, world, and all who inherit it. We're going to Steubenville, East Liverpool, or Cadiz today. Well, if we're going to East Liverpool, we're going the other way. If we're going to Cadiz, we're going this way. We must be going to Steubenville. Oh, we're going across the bridge. I wonder where we're going. I forgot to take a picture of the Pennsylvania sign, too. Oh, well. So I have to pretend I took a picture of it. I got into talking to the guy who took me, and About to take a picture of the sign. But it's no big deal, really. It just depends what we think the sign. I don't even do stories that much anymore on my Instagram. By my way, my Instagram's XXOtis Elevator Man 17 XX. We're going downtown. Oh, we're going 69C. Wonder where we're going. Looks like we're going to Station Square. Uh-oh, looks like we're going to the Sheraton. Okay, let's go to the Sheraton. Let's see what I did there. Did I get in trouble with the Sheraton and made me go home early? Or didn't I lose my phone battery? Or did I lose my camera battery? Or did something happen that involved the driver's car? Let's find out. We'll go into Sheraton first and then find out. So when you go to the Sheraton, you're right. I did go to Pittsburgh, Elevator Man. You're absolutely right. So when you go to the Sheraton, for those of you who are coming to Pittsburgh and would like to stay at the Sheraton, let's go to ride the elevators. They have 6 of them. You can park in this parking garage right here for about $10. And you can walk to the hotel from there. But there's no skywalk, though. And then the Sheraton's here on the left. That building right there had an old general, but then they ripped it out. Only got to ride it one time. So here are the elevators in the Sheraton. I may be thinking, especially you, Elevator Man, maybe thinking, I've never seen these elevators before. Here's why. This is why I've never seen them before. That's right. We're going to look at the service elevators today. We're going to look at this one here on the right in just a second. Here's a view of Pittsburgh. They're having a big game today. And some people were parking over here to go on the ferry right here, or the bus over to the Heinz Field for the big game. They played at home today. There were sure a lot of people there. And Sheraton was packed and full, I tell you. Yes, that's why we had to come home. You're right. Anyways, what happened was, so there were people in the Sheraton was packed today in the lobby. People were everywhere in the lobby. You know, it was crazy because either they were staying there or they were waiting for the bus to come pick them up or waiting for the ferry to come and take them over to the Heinz Field for the big game today. But they were packed, so maybe there was a reason we didn't go anywhere else today. I'm not going to tell you where we were going to go, but here's the top floor of the Sheraton. As you can see, we have the 2 service elevators. And I'm about to show you something really spooky. You guys ready? To see something really... Ha ha, someone likes the Broncos. Ha ha. So here are the guest elevators down here. And all the way down here, these are the service elevators right here. Here's this one. Are you guys ready to see inside? Look at this thing. You may think, oh, this thing isn't so scary. Ha! You call that scary? This thing's really spooky on the inside. The minute the door opened on this thing, it was really dark in here. Like, it was like really dim in here. I was like, ooh, this thing's spooky. It smelled like fried chicken or something in here. Ew. But this is a really camo-y elevator. I'll tell you that right now. This is not like the guest. This is what the guest elevator should have looked like. I think they may have looked like this before. I'm not quite sure. These are actually U.S. elevators, I think. Not Dover. I think they're U.S. elevators. I'll even prove that they're U.S. elevators. They're not Dovers. I can tell you that right now. Just like that monorail in Florida station elevator. On an indicator, so unlit. See, are these Dovers? They're your buttons. Okay, I know Otis has a contract. These are not Dovers. These are U.S. elevators. I have a Dell computer, Elevator Man. Yeah, these do not look like Dovers. They look like they're U.S. elevators to me. Looking at the outside doors, 2 on them on the 1st and the 15th floor, those don't even look like... These look like they're U.S. Here are the guest elevators. These are Dovers. I can tell these are probably Dovers. They're not Otis. They're probably Dovers. I'm not quite sure though. Maybe there are Otis. I don't know. Didn't say anything about them being Dovers. I'd have to ask an Otis mechanic probably. Because that's who takes care of them. Obviously. These things are very creepy. Someone left a hanger in the stairwell. So this is what the elevator looks like. They have the Dover handrails, I mean. Like, I don't know, honestly. These were Dovers or if they were US elevators. This is the other one. Now this one doesn't have the it doesn't have the wall in the back. It just has a big metal wall in the back instead of all the camo and stuff. They took away the ceiling tiles. I think they're gonna remodel these elevators in the future. They need it. They're ugly looking. They have two fans in here too. They got these two elevators right there, and you got two over there. These two over here are newer. These are the only elevators in the building. They have two guest elevators, and they have two club elevators, and then they have the two service elevators as well. Gateway Clippers down there. They're Dover. So there's four Dovers, and then there's one Otis. I get it. These are definitely Otises. Now here's what the second floor hallway looks like. And you know what's funny? Look when it opens up into the second floor hallway. Even though there's no door, look what opens up in there. That's right. You can get to the service elevators on the second floor without going through a door. There they are. The only two there are. That fire alarm was flashing. That's what they look like on the first floor. They repainted them. That's it. I'm sorry, that's it. I can't explain why, but that's it. Sorry. Sorry, Andrew, that's it. Sorry if the day had to be ruined. At least because I did want to film the service elevators at Sheraton. I never filmed them before. I was there back in May and I rode them, but I didn't film them, no. So, anyways, where are we at with this? So, yeah. Here's the 8 South at East Ohio Regional. This thing's pretty old. It has the same thing as the Altman Hospital on it. It has that little bell on it, like the Altman Hospital. Right there, that's the little bell on it. They repainted the cab on it years ago, like 4 years ago, I think. Here's the central elevator. Here's the east elevator. Or I'm sorry, this is the north elevator. This is the one from 1964. This is 2 years older than the central elevator. This is another AC machine. Nothing special. There's your Otis down there. B12 free. There's the front of it. There's your little little things in the back. That one you need a code to get on, but that one you don't need a code to get on. You can only ride the one on the right, can't ride the one on the left. Hi, elevator crazy. See you later, man, I guess. Unless you come back. Here's this one. This is in a medical office building. I'm doing, well, I don't know how I'm doing. Thanks, Cynthia. I mean, elevator crazy. Here's a DMC. That was a relay logic. What's this? This is a map of the hospital, I guess. Hmm. Oh, this is a medical office building map. Hmm. Yeah, they don't have another elevator in here. They just have it, two of them. Wait. This is an older map, probably. This is a better view of the central north elevator, I mean. There's a Warner again. Here's the US elevators. Yeah, Otis modded out to about 15 years ago. They used to be Tissendovers. And as you can see, they added that one on down there. Let's talk about these two are the older ones, and this one's the newest right here. See, these are the free newest right here, and that one down there. They added that one on in 2003. These two were installed in 1984. They added that one in 2003. And all the way down there, this one right here, that's so this one right here, this one here, that's a central elevator. So they're all in one hallway. It's pretty neat. And then these ones are that special because they cheat a mod on them. There's, oh boy, I was replaced the pumps on them too. Not too long ago. Here's the Veterans Community Center elevator. This is something new I found in Martins Ferry. It's an old Dover. That can be very finicky. It has a very lousy controller on it. It's a 1979 Dover. I know. Yeah. This is a 1979 Dover with a very uh, bad controller on it. And then in the basketball court, they have a dumbwaiter, which is no longer in service. This is eye use. This is where the dumbwaiter is located at. So this is the gym right here. And then over there, that's the dumbwaiter. Never seen a dumbwaiter in a gymnasium before. Probably it's for the concession stand. And there's a Dover. See, 1879. John Lasso was the mayor back then. And then John Lasso had this place built right here. The John Lasso Apartments. And this looks like an old elevator right here. Yes, sir, this looks like an old elevator right here. But sadly, this is the second elevator. This is an old A-bell. And I tell you right now, it's a piece of crap. Not a fan of purple. It looks like a blue color to me, Cynthia. I mean, elevator crazy, I'm sorry. Anyways, this is an A-bell elevator. And this one's from 1992, actually, and it's very, very crappy. This one's very crappy. It's a traction elevator. And it's a piece of crap. And right here you have a Dover, an Otis modeled out like 13, 15 years ago. There's your Dover plate down there. It'd be nice to see this thing as a Dover, but like I say, 15 years ago they ruined it. So in your backyard, who wanted not to open the door, but it's blocked off now. So there's a Dover, and right back there, that's where the A-bell is. There's some door equipment on a Dover. I think this is the one for the Dover, I'm not so sure. This is the one for the A-bell, probably. I'm not quite sure which one's which. Wait. I think this one's for the A-bell. This one's probably for the A-bell. I'm not quite sure, though. Probably for the A-bell. That's the machine room right there. From you can tell Otis maintains them. Oh, okay, whatever. In the mirror, who do you see? Here's your call buttons. I can tell you, this thing's a piece of crap. This whole building's a piece of crap. Actually, it's called the John Lasso Apartments, and it's really, really crappy. It's like these apartment buildings are really filthy. Actually, I hate to say, but they're really filthy. They're not maintained. They're poorly maintained. And they have bed bugs, all kinds of stuff in here. It's not the place you want to live in. I'll tell you that right now. I have no idea what's in there. I know it's not the machine room because the machine room is up on the roof for these things. You can tell Otis did this mod. This first project was done in 1968. That was phase 1. 1968. Wait. Yeah, 1968. And then WMF Hartman and M&M Selby have buildings too.
I guess I'll just have to try to take you to Robinson's and on Wednesday because Terry said, don't ever travel tomorrow or the next day. She said, there's drunk people out.
Don't worry. Even if I did, then who cares? Yes, it is an A-Bell. You're right. It is a traction. They're both traction cars. The Dover was installed before the A-Bell. The Dover was installed in 1968, and the A-Bell was installed in 1992. They're both traction cars, but the Dover is really loud, though. The A-Bell is really quiet. I'm posting a video of the Dover soon, so you guys might want to go check it out in the High Valley elevators. As you can tell, I'm posting more videos on the High Valley elevators than what I'm posting on here. Because I want to start a new chapter. You guys know what I mean? You guys know I started Ohio Teletubbies probably this last week, and then that's the only channel I've really started. I'm not going to start any more channels probably. But yeah, I'm going to be putting a lot of elevator videos on Ohio Valley elevators probably, more than what I'll put on here. At times I'll put stuff on here, but at other times I'll put stuff on Ohio Valley elevators more so. Yeah. I wonder what this thing is right here. What the heck is this thing right here? It's these two drap doors. Huh. Oh, what's this? Yeah. Now this thing looks really interesting. What do we have here? It looks like we have something pretty vintage looking. Look at this. We have an old Warner here, that automatic elevator installed. Ooh, look at this. Woo-wee. Woo! This thing is, oh, how many floors? There's 5 floors on this thing. Wow. You got a basement, you got a first floor, you got a shop level, you got a mezzanine, and you got a second floor. Wow. This thing's pretty amazing. Wow. A gated elevator in Martins Ferry. This thing's amazing. I'll say this is probably the oldest elevator in Martins Ferry yet. This is a 1929 Warner with wood rails on it. Yes, it is an overhead traction too. The back door is right there. That opens up into the shop and into the back rooms. So, and then the front door is where the customers go in at. The back door is where the employees go. This is a freight elevator, but you know, technically it's supposed to be used for passengers too and freight. See Carolina Furniture #1. Maybe they had another elevator at one time and then they ripped it out. I don't know. I have to ask that. I'm going to have someone else join us too, guys. So when they come on, I guess we can do more. You know, oh, excuse me. Thanks, guys. Thanks. When they come on, I guess I can show them that elevator too. I can show them the elevators I rode today too. This one's in a furniture store. This one's pretty old. Like I said, this thing's 80. This one's like 90, almost 90 years old. This one right here. It'll be 90 years old next year. This old clunker will be 90 years old next year, and it still runs. I'll tell you, this thing still runs in 2018. I first found this thing in 2011, and this thing has always been the same. Hasn't changed at all. I got free watching now. I think that Genesis Elevators is on now. I'm not quite sure though. But yeah, this is an old Warner. This is an old Shepherd Warner. It's a home elevator, but it's owned by the state of Ohio. See, Warner Elevator Company of Cincinnati. 89 years old, this thing right here. Pretty historic. And here's Wilson's Furniture in Bridgeport. And look at this. Look what they have in Wilson's Furniture store. Yes, you are Genesis Elevator. You sure are mod Genesis Elevators. You definitely are. All of you are a mod on here. As a matter of fact, I'm going to make 2 more people a moderator. Elevator Man and Gage are now moderators of this thing. So anyways, I wonder what this is at Wilson's Furniture store. This looks pretty old. Oh yeah. Wow. Here it is. It's got a biparting gate on it. This thing's pretty. This is an old freight elevator, actually. It's an Otis, but once again, it has Dover controls on it. See, it's an old freight elevator. See that? The wooden gates. There are your buttons on it. It's actually rated passenger, but it has a freight elevator gate on it, though. But in order to ride this elevator, you got to have an assistant take you up on it because it will break down, obviously, in the future. It's so old, it could break down. So you got your freight elevator gate right there, and then you got your scissor gate right here. But this is a passenger elevator. This is a passenger elevator, but you got to have someone ride up with you on it, though, because it's technically a freight elevator, too. And you got to have, like, the sales associate has to ride up with you on it. Because it's not a passenger elevator, obviously. It is a passenger, like here. Here, look at the certificates. It's rated passenger, but it's a freight elevator. Right in the heart of downtown Bridgeport. You don't close that door right there. You just close the outside gate and then you close the scissor gate. And it's a 4-stop traction car. But it has Dover controls, like I said. So so you don't close that door right there. That's the elevator shaft right there. The machine's way up on the roof. Guess who maintains it? Would anyone like to guess who maintains this elevator? It's in downtown Bridgeport, Alex. Well, anyways, who thinks they know who maintains Wilson's Furniture Store's elevator? It's not Koenig. That's for sure. It's someone we know pretty well in the elevator community. Not an elevator filmer either. Okay? There's your cables right there. There's a big... And there's your counterweight in the back. I know it's about an hour and a half from Connellsville. Yep, Otis has had it for a long time. The machine is way up on the roof for it. You can actually hear the relays clicking really loud from the 4th floor, so you can tell it's an overhead drum traction car. But yeah, this thing's pretty old. It's about 100 years old, this thing right here. So it's older than the furniture store elevator, obviously. And this elevator here is younger than the one at Wilson's Furniture Store. This is Carolina's elevator. Right here. This is a freight elevator too, but they have to use it for passengers as well. All these elevators have to be used for passengers too. So don't be saying, oh, you shouldn't have been on that elevator line, or you shouldn't have been on that elevator line. No. These things are also used for passengers, but the thing is, you got to have an assistant for both elevators. To be someone who works in the store have to be with you. Now, I almost took this thing by myself in Carolinas, but I wouldn't take it at Wilson's because it's really hard to do at Wilson's. Yeah, Carolina Furniture is actually pretty easy. I mean, I could operate it myself. You know what I mean? At Carolina Furniture, not the one at Wilson's, because they would be really, you get really particular about that. This one right here. All right, Alex. I'll try to keep streaming. If more people join, Alex, I'll still be streaming, okay? But anyways, so I could take this, and I kind of did take this elevator by myself when I first got here because I went down to the basement. I was like, what would happen if I just took it by myself? And I did take it by myself. And then later on, I got the assistant to ride with me, and then the other person rode with me too. So I got to ride this thing 3 times yesterday, this thing right here. And I feel bad the first time that I didn't get permission the first time I rode this thing right here. But at least we got to ride a 1929 Warner, 3 times. And I know how to operate this elevator, so. Yeah. Let's see here. How about one in Yorkville? Okay, here we have an old elevator in Yorkville from 1971. Does anybody have any idea what brand of elevator this is right here? Would anyone like to take a good guess of what kind of elevator this is right here? I'll give you a hint. It's not an Otis or a Dover or a Montgomery. Does anybody have any idea what kind of elevator this is right here? I'll give you a hint. It's not even an ESCO. It starts with a P, actually, and ends with an R. It might be really tricky to figure it out, but here's another hint about this elevator. Elevator Crazy might know this one. It starts with a P, and I told her this before. It starts with a P and ends with an R. So Elevator Crazy. Remember I told you about the P and the R? Yep, you got it. Yeah, you're right, Elevator Crazy. Very, very nice, Elevator Crazy. She's right, guys. It's a plunger. There's one right here. There it is, plunger lift. You don't ever see these in the elevator community anymore. These things are quite rare. They're from Columbus, you guys. This one here is an oldie. Here's where it's at. I can't even say the name of that. I know that guy. This is a plunger lift. But to top things off, this is a really small elevator. It's actually capacity of 300 pounds. Let me see. It's 1,600 pounds, this elevator right here. It's not that big. So, if we all rode this elevator, we'd break it probably because it's really small. It's quite small. So if like Elevator Crazy, Jenny, these elevators, and all of us go on this elevator, we'd probably break it probably. It's too small. That's what it looks like up on the top floor now. Now there's something. Now there's this elevator right here, okay? Now don't think of this elevator. Don't think of this elevator as alone, because it ain't. And you're about to see why. There's a view of Yorkville. It's a really small town. And here they have a whole piece of S in the back, right behind the plunger lift. What's the point of having this one when you've already got an elevator in the front? This one doesn't make any sense. This is a boring piece of S, this elevator right here. See a piece of S. I don't even want to look at it that much. I can't even stand to look at it. It's a piece of S, this elevator right here, I'm telling you. I'd rather look at this one than look at the Schindler 300A. Plunge is an old dry-powered one. This is looking at someone's Instagram story. It was like somebody was at the Jeanette Hotel, and apparently the elevators are still original in there. They got the two cars in the front, and they have the one in the back. And then they got the little Lula lift, and they got a service elevator in that hotel too. I just know they do. But for those of you guys who have been to Geneti Hotel before, you probably not even seen a service elevator in there. I don't even know what it looks like myself. It's probably manual or something. I don't know. I know they have one. Okay, but that was not all I did this weekend. So I went to Pittsburgh really quick today. It was so sad, this Pittsburgh trip. It had to be so quick. Here are the elevators in the Sheraton. I feel really bad that we didn't get to go to the other places today that I wanted to go. Maybe some other day, I guess. Here are these ones. Yeah, I think it's pretty creepy, actually. I think these things need some help. Honestly. These things need some help. Housekeepers use these elevators a lot. Have you been to Sheraton in Pittsburgh before? These elevators are all the way in the back of the hotel. So, like, you get off the guest elevators and you walk straight down the hallway and you come to the door that says emergency exit only, and they're right inside the door there. Yeah, I know the sign's going to say something like employees only. You know what I mean? It's like you're taking me to service elevators. Keep my phone on sight. Let's see here. This one's going up later. I already have free views on this video. Right here. I only took one ride on these things because they were very busy. Because like I said, the housekeepers use them a lot at times. Hi, Elevator Hunter. That's up the shafts. And here are the guest elevators. I should also mention that these elevators right here, look at this Elevator Hunter. They have no ceiling trays in these things anymore. They took them away. This is in the Sheraton on the south side of Pittsburgh, too, you know. And these things are really creepy now looking. Here are the guest elevators. See? These are the guest elevators right here. Club level is on the 15th floor. These are probably Dovers at one time. See that? Yeah, these are. This was definitely a Dover at one time. I focused more on these elevators today than I did with the guests. Oh, really? Anyway, yeah, you're right. Well, that's who did the mod elevator, Hunter. That's who did the mod on these elevators right here. They did 4 elevators in this hotel. They did the 2 guest elevators in the front, and they did these 2 service elevators right here in the back. Well, I think these ones at a different time than the guest elevators. So they added the other ones on later. Here's the other one. Yeah, this one's just the same as the other one, except this one has a center speed opening. Doesn't have a camo wall in the back of it. See what I mean? This one has a 1-speed opening on it. Again, it used to be a Dover at one time. And again, they took away the ceiling trays in it. Smells like fried chicken in these elevators because the kitchen's right downstairs. Here are the auxiliary elevators. Elevonic something, I forget what they are. They're the same as the guest elevators, though. And the funny thing is, from the 2nd floor, you can get to the service elevators. Which ones? Yeah, you can get to the service elevators from this floor. 2nd floor in a public area. Interesting. Took a little video of it. Okay. That's what they look like on the 1st floor. They have indicators on this floor, too. That's my new video of the elevators that I took with those ones. I have no idea where that goes. Yeah, who cares? A long repeating horn. Look at the fire alarm. Look at this on the fire map, guys. Look at this on the fire map, you guys. Oh, look at this on the fire map. Fire alarm sounds like a long repeating horn. So right there, it says fire alarm sounds like a long repeating horn. It's a simplex true alert. I can see why it sounds like a long repeating horn. Hmm. Oh, well, that's the only place I went to. I mean, let's look at some things in Bel Air now, I guess. Of course, there's Wilson's Furniture Store. Here's Bridgeport Manor elevator. Here's the machine for it. That's the hydraulic motor for it. It's pretty large. And there's a call button for it. It's a 1977 elevator. And you want to see the brand of it, you can take a guess right there. What kind of elevator do you think this elevator is, you guys? Take a look at it. It has wood walls and stainless steel doors. What kind of elevator do you think it is? What kind of elevator do you think this is? And the motor sounds like a B, has a B motor on it too. Kind of like one Oxford Center elevator. This one's a plunger? Are you sure this thing's a plunger? What does that look like to you? Isn't it a plunger? Take a look at those buttons and the stainless steel doors and the wood walls. Looks very similar to something. Not a Dover. No. It's not a Dover. Who said this thing was a Dover? I'll give you a hint. It starts with a W and ends with an E. It starts with a W. W and ends with an E as in West. Oops. Oops. I think I just gave it away almost. Hello? Are you guys nuts? You saying any? You saying any, Yep, you're right. It's a Westinghouse. I can't believe you guys didn't know this thing was a Westinghouse. An old Westie from 1977. Here says Westinghouse right there. There's something really cheap. Here's another pair of Westinghouses right here. See? A couple old Westinghouse cars. From 1974. These things are mostly original, except that they have Dover controls on them. These used to be Westinghouses, and now they have Dover controls on them, so they're more of a Westinghouse Dover or a Doving house. I don't know. Yeah, you do. You're right. That's the case. For sure. Lol. There's your call buttons on them. They have the original call buttons, like I said, and the original cabin machine on them and everything else. Except that they have the Dover controls and the fire recall station on one. Oh, this one here is all original. This is a Capital lift. But it has Dover controls. Every elevator here has Dover controls on it. This one here is the oldest. This is a Capital lift. This one only goes to 5. I don't think you can get to you can't get to some floors on this thing now. So it's like a few floors on this thing that are locked. Like M1 and 3 are the only floors you can go to on this thing. You can't get to 4 or 5. I mean 2 and 4. a key. Um, see outpatient surgery. That's what the call button looks like on the first floor. And then they got the Stover indicator as well. So this thing obviously has Stover controls on it. There's another elevator up on the third floor. We're going to go look at that right now. This one here, this is an old plunger lift. It's elevator crazy. See? This plunger lift. Yeah. This is an old. Oh, it's an old plunger lift. But again, it has Stover controls on it. There's only 95% original. And then they got the original call buttons as well, in 4 and 2. Cab's original, obviously. See? It takes you up to the cafeteria. And you got this Warner right here. This is the last elevator that they have inside the hospital. This is a bought a free elevator. It's actually a kitchen elevator. Very scenic too. That's where it is. So if you go down those steps that I just showed you and go down this way, and then right behind me, that's where the elevator is. See, that's the elevator right there. It's an old freight elevator. There's the Westinghouse machine. Pump's original, but not the controller, so. Same with this plunger lift right here. There's a motor right there, and I don't know what that is right there. Have you guys ever seen a plunger lift before? Machine? Well, guess what? Today's your lucky day. Here it is. You probably know it's inside that tank, that little circle, that little that little cylinder right there. That's where the motor is, right inside there. It has Dover controls on it, right inside there. See this plunger lift, and then you got this one thing right here. I don't know what this means. But this is for the oil hydraulic. This is an oil hydraulic controller. One I2 oil hydraulic controller. And there's a Warner machine right there. Pretty cool, huh? So, I know you guys probably never even rode a plunger before either. So this is the very first time you've ever seen a plunger, really. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the East Ohio Regional Hospital, you guys. There's nothing else there to see. Do you guys have any questions about it? You guys have any questions about the East Ohio Regional Hospital? We're pretty much done with it now. We're done with the East Ohio Regional Hospital now, so. You guys have any questions about it? No? Okay. Well, then we just have a DMC here, then we got a relay logic here. And then we have this really weird Miller, right? Oh yeah, there's an old freight elevator I found, but it's no longer in service. And we got this Houghton elevator right here from 1943 that they turned into an old hydro. Oh, it's 255. Public Garden Senior Apartments. Hmm. This is a tasteful mod, though. It's not that bad of a mod. It's kind of slow, but it's not that bad of a mod, though. This elevator right here. I think Schindler did this one, or I think actually I think Miller Elevator did this one right here years ago. Well, it's an old Houghton now, obviously, so it's pretty cool. The thing is, original. I'll say that much. I mean, not all original, but it's like I don't think it's original at all. It's 5 floors. What was I thinking? It'd be nice to see what it looked like back in 1950 when it was a original Houghton, but I don't know. Oh no, guys. Nay, nay, nay. I don't know. Never heard of Miller elevators? Oh, there you go. That's a Miller elevator. Well, it was actually a Haunt, but Miller elevator installed and they did some work on it too. Let's see. Do you guys have anything else you'd like to see on here? No? Let's see. Yeah. Look at this one more time. I like the camo on the doors. What did you could think of? Hmm. I don't know what we can do. Maybe we can look at some things from the past. Like, for example, this elevator right here. This is a Dover Otis with Dover controls on it. Used to hire regional. This is another one with the Dover controls on. This is a Warner actually. But the great thing about that elevator right there that I just showed you, this one right here, it has Dover controls on it. It's a 1959 Warner, but it has Dover controls on it though. The coolest thing about it is that it actually has the original motor on it, and it's really loud. I wish it was still a Warner, but it still has the original machine on it, though, like I said, and I think the cab's original on it too. Now this one's 100% original. This is the 8 original.
I'm gonna tell you, you didn't write nothing back.
All right, I'm back. I just had to do something really quick. Um, yeah, this one's original. This is the only original one, I think, in the hospital. And right here we have some apartment building. Like right next door to the hospital, this is the Everton Selby building. This is a 1997 Otis, I think. Oh, thanks. Here we have a 1997 Otis. An Otis from 1997. Pretty nice. And then down that way, as you can tell, there's another one. Can you see it? Right there, there's another elevator there. This one's an Otis mod, actually. They used ThyssenKrupp on it, but it's actually an Otis mod, though. I guess the kind of elevator this used to be before Otis did it, though. I'll give you a hint. It wasn't an Otis or it wasn't a Dover. Take a good guess on what this elevator used to be, elevator crazy. You're mastering it pretty well now, elevator crazy. You guys, what kind of elevator it used to be. Look at this. Look at this. It says, yep, it was. Like, oh, yeah, how did you know? You didn't even have to guess what kind it was. You're right. His order Brandon Plunger. Guess they didn't want to use in these apartment complexes. But Otis Elevator did the Molotov. Hmm. See, it even says Plunger down there. So that's this one right here. And then this building here, this is the Harmon building, or Burlington Center, whatever you want to call it. They used ThyssenKrupp on it, though, when they modernized it. This one here, this here is a 1991 Dover. And then this one right here is a 1965 Dover. It's like the Hartman Apartments. I mean, John Laszlo, Martin Sterry, this was a Dover too, but then Dover, of course, did bought it in 1991, leading to that elevator right outside being installed. This thing looks mostly original, though. Wouldn't you guys say this thing looks original? I think it looks original. I don't know about the plastic wrap, though, on the doors. I don't know about the plastic wrap.
I gotta wash your hair tonight, too.
This one's just the same. It's not right. Here's this one. It's just the same as the other one. Except, oh no, yeah, they probably recladded them when sold this one. Whenever they sold this one, they probably recladded the other one. They redid the cabinet and everything. They redid the cabinet in the other one, obviously. When they installed this one. That one out there was installed in 65. It's a pretty nice stove though, despite it being modernized. This is a 1964, actually, not 1965. That looks pretty cool. This one's pretty cool too. Look at this one. This looks old. Oh boy, does this thing even work, I wonder? Let's see. I like those buttons. This thing probably works. Oh yeah, I know this thing works. We already saw it. There's we're not going to look at these ones again, but we are going to look at this one now. This one's just the same as the other one. Same cab and everything. What's sense of me showing you guys it then? You know, they're both the same though. Yorkville's near Martinsbury. Right down the street, there's a town called Tiltonsville. Hmm. Where is it at? Huh. Where is it? School. Oh, there it is. It's down there at the end. It's Wheeling. Fire elevator. Crazy. Oh boy. There's a elevator again. There's a machine for a relay logic. They just left the door unlocked, so I just took some photos in there really quick. So this is in a medical building. That's what a relay logic machine looks like. It's plugged into the wall, as you can tell. I'd be the one who'd be scared to unplug that thing, because I'd be feared that I get electrocuted unplugging that thing, huh? I hate that. Hmm. I don't get it. I just told people rewatch this. That'd be elevator crazy. How'd it go? I don't get. Hmm. Huh. Oh well. 84 minutes? Wow. Oh boy. Well, guys, I think we're going to end the stream now. So just go ahead and exit all of this. It's time to say goodbye, guys. So I want to thank everyone for watching me tonight for 85 minutes. It was such a pleasure being with you all tonight. I hope to see you all again soon. I hope everyone has a great new year. And, 2018, this is our last stream in 2018, I think. So, I hope you all have a good new year. Maybe tomorrow we'll do one to recap the year. But just in case we don't, hope you all have a good new year. And I'll see you all later. Peace out. Have a good new year. And good night.